Stand by for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking Greg, your go.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow. Hey, great.
I got it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I would say this, before electricity was invented, getting coal from Santa probably wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's all.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom Warner. How you doing, buddy?
Wonderful. Merry day after Christmas.
Yes. It doesn't feel like Saturday to me for some reason. Holidays do that, I guess, to the psyche of the brain and the days of the week.
Yeah.
Last couple of days kind of felt like Saturdays in different ways, but yeah. And
It did.
It's also the only time of year when eating snacks out of unwashed socks hanging on the wall is absolutely acceptable. So enjoy your snacks.
Yeah.
Got a couple of
By the way,
trail mix.
happy Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day, all our Canadian
That's right.
friends.
Boxing Day. I think I'm hitting myself in the face. That's kind of cool. Wow.
Virtual
That's weird.
boxing taking place right here.
Yeah. Boxing Day.
Well, we got snow flurries on Christmas Day. Nothing to stick in the northern Illinois area.
Yeah, this has been the oddest year. We've had absolutely zero snowfall. I mean, we had like 2 inches, but again, that didn't even stick. I didn't shovel. I didn't have to shovel anything because by the time I got home from work, the sun had melted it. Not the warm weather, but the sun had melted it.
Yeah.
So, the inch and a half or so that was on my car in the morning, I did have to brush it off. This was 3-4 weeks ago, right around Thanksgiving. It might have been like a couple days after. That was it.
We there was enough to make. It was sticky enough that I made a snowman. So the snowman in our backyard hung out for about a week, but the sun eventually did erode that down to nothing, and it's completely gone now.
Yeah.
But I was gathering some snow from the front corner of the yard and rolling it to the back. That's how I started the base of my snowman.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a very big snowman, but the snow was packing enough. It was wet enough.
Right.
That
Yeah.
I was able to have some fun with that. So
I had a snowball fight with the tree. I won.
the tree took your abuse, huh?
It did. I threw 37 snowballs, connected on 2 of them. So I win. He didn't connect on any.
I will admit when walking the dog, during wintertime when walking the dog, that's part of what I do to entertain myself is throw snowballs at the telephone poles on the way. And
yeah, there you go.
it's like some days I'm like, ugh, I hit one, I'm done. I hit one, I'm all good. Other days it's like I can't hit the broad side of a barn. What happened to my throwing arm? Yeah. Don't quite have the same distance, accuracy as a kid. So
yeah.
Oh gosh, what do we got going on today? Before we get too far into anything, happy birthday to my dad. My dad celebrated his birthday a week ago yesterday, and he is 74.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, if we have time, is the changes over the last 75 years. I've talked off and on over the years about the Wizard of Ads guy, Roy Williams.
Okay.
Roy H. Williams, also known as the Wizard of Ads. He has a best-selling trilogy, the Wizard of Ads books, which are really, really fun to read, whether you're into advertising or not. They're just really good stories. The Wizard of Ads, Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, and Magical Worlds of the Wizard of Ads. It's a neat trilogy of books, easy to read. Anyway, his mother turned 75 this year, and she wrote a little article about the changes over the last 75 years. And I thought it was a really, really interesting article. So I kind of want to go over that today if we get a chance.
Can you forward it to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would appreciate it. To my Gmail.
You know what? Why don't I do this? I'm going to go ahead and link this right now into our Facebook.
That is one of the things I really love is the advertising thing. And for some reason, I have a weird, odd memory where I remember. That's why I love trivia so much. I remember the most mundane stuff. Just dumb stuff. Like who was originally going to be the Tin Man on The Wizard of Oz? Most people know this by now.
Oh, yeah, the guy from Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, Buddy Epson. He was allergic to the silver paint, and he couldn't do it. So, just dumb stuff like that. And it's not really dumb. It's fun. It's good stuff. Anyway, so I love the whole advertising thing. I love going back to my childhood, watching Alka-Seltzer commercials. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. Stuff like that. So I would love this. I want to read this article and tell me where I can get this book.
Okay. Well, I've had the trilogy of books. I think I still have it here somewhere.
I can look it up.
But anyway, Wizard of Ads, love that stuff. Want to go over that stuff with it today if we can. And we've got some interesting SMS info to share with you this week as well. And a big number of the week. Let's do the big number of the week right now before we get too far, because that's another thing I continue to forget to do early in the show. We do a big number of the week every week, and once upon a time we used to give away prizes when we had prizes to give away. Right now,
I can give away a coffee cup, but I don't know.
I may or may not
have stains in it.
Prizes again at the new year. We'll see about that. All right, big number of the week this week is 7 billion.
With a B.
7 billion with a B, and this week's answer is Coca-Cola or calligraphy. Coca-Cola
Wow.
or calligraphy. We'll give you the answer at the end of the show, so stick around when we'll give Joann a chance to guess.
I already have my guess.
Okay. Good. And before we get into our SMS info stuff this week, here's some other things. Any interesting gifts you want to share from Christmas this year? I got this awesome Green Bay garden gnome guy. I like this guy right here.
Yeah, he is awesome. I love that.
Hello, you are listening to the Saturday morning Stateline show. Go Pack Go.
This is what I got.
Family Feud.
Yeah, we've become a pretty big Family Feud there. I love Steve Harvey. I never used to like him until I knew how to take him. The guy is real and he's genuine. A little bit corny, real corny, and a little bit off color maybe, with some of the stuff he does on his.
He comes across to some people as arrogant, and he's really a quite humble guy when you.
Oh, he is. I would love to sit down and have lunch with him. What I love about him is that he is just so real, and he can talk to just about anybody about just about anything.
Oh,
that is good.
I'd love to see the unedited version of some of these Family Feud shows.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I think they do a poor job of editing. Some of the stuff is completely full of innuendo. Anyway, got this. We're probably going to play it a little bit later today, maybe. Family Feud. I think that's a good one. Platinum edition.
So,
look at that smile.
my guess would be, I'm not sure about this, Tom, but my guess would be if we played Family Feud on the Saturday morning Stateline show, if we played it, you, me, and Joann or something goofy some Saturday morning, we might get away with that on Facebook Live, but I bet YouTube Live would censor it.
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen things on YouTube? No, we wouldn't be that bad.
No, I only say that because the music, if I play certain music on YouTube, it immediately hits it with the copyright thing, and it's like, if you make any money from this video, you have to give it to these artists because you use copyrighted music. I get that, I understand it, but I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, so you're saying because of the trademark Family Feud name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the content. I'm like, really? What kind of questions you asking?
And the reason this week and last week we were back on Facebook Live again and not YouTube Live is just the editing portion of the video when we're all done. It takes forever on YouTube. I don't know what the processing system is, but it won't let me edit the video until it's done doing whatever it does, which I think is checking for copyrighted information, copyrighted music and stuff. And then once that's done, then I can go and trim the video, and it takes hours. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's such a pain.
Yeah.
So I changed up some of the music that we used, so it's not copyrighted stuff. It's stuff that I own. So that should help. I thought it would help, but I don't know. We probably will go back to YouTube Live next week and start the new year off doing that again. But anyway, it is what it is. I really enjoy the fact that when we do Facebook Live on Facebook Live, we seem to get a lot more views a lot faster.
Okay, so next week, I will give this a trial run. We'll call it SMS Feud or something like that. I'll come up with a couple of questions you and Joann can play. How's that sound?
Yeah, there we go.
Question number one out of the gate. This is one I was thinking of that I asked you earlier. If you were to create an Illinois Mount Rushmore, name one person that might be on it.
Okay.
5 answers, and I'll use my.
He's on the board.
Okay, top 5 answers on the board. All right, but here's the thing. It could be sports, could be politics, could be anybody.
Yeah, that really opens things up.
Yeah, or we could just do sports. Let's just do sports.
Okay. That would help a lot.
Yeah, we'll just do sports.
All right. Then it's Jordan and Ditka and maybe even Urlacher, maybe.
That gets no. If you're going to put a linebacker in there, you've only got 5. You better put Butkus in there before Urlacher.
That's true. Yeah, we got 5 to choose from. And
then think about it. You got maybe Ernie Banks.
Mr. Cub, Ron
Santo.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
which of the you choose? and would you have to choose? I mean, the White Sox have won a World Series. Would you choose one of the White Sox?
Yeah. How many players can you name from that team?
Right.
You're not a Sox fan. You're a Brewers fan. I'm not really a Sox fan. I could name a few of them just because, but for the most part, kind of a forgotten team.
Frank Thomas, Jim Thome. Those are the guys.
You have A.J. Pierzynski, Aaron, the center fielder who went to San Francisco and won a couple more. Aaron Rowan. Yeah. So not a lot. Not a whole lot.
I don't know.
Ozzie Guillen was a manager. Could name him probably. Could put him on it. Anyway, just kind of interesting.
That would be fun.
Maybe I'll come up with a category next week, and it'd be you versus Joann. Okay. And we'll do an odd number of 7 answers, and the winner is the one. Obviously 7 answers. So if you get 3 and 3, then there's a tiebreaker. So.
Okay.
All right. We'll work on it.
The new year. And
take about 5 minutes.
So next week's show probably would be pretty thin on information because this is that holiday week where there's a lot of times there's not much show prep stuff coming my way,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Of course, there's always personal things, and we opened gifts as a family Christmas Eve, and spent time playing dominoes and just watching an old movie. We watched Just a Wonderful Life in color on Christmas Eve.
Oh wow!
Like It's a Wonderful Life a lot. The interesting thing about Christmas Eve, while we were opening gifts in the living room, apparently at about the same time one of us was opening a gift, Veda knocked off something from the kitchen table.
Uh-oh.
The dog apparently has a thing for cheese.
Oh, jeez.
And we had one of those foam board with cut up little slices of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
there was probably, I mean, there had to be at least a half a pound there, if not more. And she knocked.
So the good news is you didn't have to walk her for 3 days.
I was a little afraid at first, and then my wife reminded me that a few years ago, 5 years ago, a similar thing happened. We had something on the table with cheese and sliced meats on it, with crackers, for crackers, and she had gotten that as well, and it didn't mess her up. It really didn't mess her up that bad. So she likes her cheese.
Yeah, I had a similar problem. Milton, my dog, who is as naughty gets, but he's a great dog. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm talking about you. Anyway, I had the big box of Hershey's Pot of Gold. I had about 8 or 12 of them missing, and there's like 24, half a box. I had half a box left, and it was on the table I'm sitting at right now. When I came home from work, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it was, the box is laying on the floor completely empty. He was in cahoots with probably one of the cats. I don't know.
All that chocolate? Was there a lot of chocolate?
No, there was. Well, it wasn't. It's not a full pound of chocolate. It might have been 4 or 5 ounces of chocolate. It's not. He's done this before.
Okay, I was going to say, because dogs and chocolate, that's usually a bad combination. So
yeah, it's bad for their heart, but he's immune. He's got an iron gut. That dog could eat nails.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so that was like, oh, okay, what's going to happen to the dog? But she's been fine. She's, if anything, a little lethargic. That's about it.
So. Cheese, Louise. That's funny, man. When our dogs will eat, it's just.
Yeah, she's definitely not
amazing
tolerant. Let's just put it that way.
No. Well, Milton, like I said, as long as it's something that you have, I could put down. I could put ribeye steak in his dog bowl, and he's probably gonna. If I'm holding a ribeye steak, I could put a ribeye steak in his dog bowl, and he's gonna poo-poo that and come over to me because I'm holding it. Because it's people food. But anyway,
funny. That's funny what dogs will do.
Yeah, so I could have like green peppers or onions, as long as. And he's such a dumb dog. He's like, oh, come on, give me food. He's actually not a dumb dog, but he's got that dog mentality. So I could throw him an onion and he'll grab it out of the air and won't even taste it. So he won't even know he just ate an onion.
It's just a swallow. That's all it is.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
One chew and a swallow before he realizes, oh, that was a habanero, wasn't it, Dad?
Yeah. And then the one other gift I wanted to share today that my daughter gave me.
Nice.
Ufta bandages. We've talked a little bit about the Norwegian saying of Ufta fida chadavia. And I've always said that Ufta basically means dropping a bag of garbage, and fida is getting your hand in the garbage. But Ufta is like the universal swear word of Norwegians.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
It's like something bad happened, so Ufta! Why, God? Why?
Yeah, that's right.
So I've got some bandages now for my next boo-boos, my next Ufta boo-boos. Also,
nice.
My mother-in-law gave me the book on the story of Mike Lindell, the owner of My Pillow, and the cover changes. Here he was as a drug addict, and here he is as the CEO of My Pillow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice.
From crack addict to CEO, Mike Lindell. So.
Yeah, the guy's a multi-millionaire now, isn't he?
He is. He's doing just fine. All right. So why don't we go ahead? I'll get my Packer hat on here.
All right, I don't know what this is. It's a Where's Waldo hat. You can find him. He's right here.
And let's go ahead and jump into this week's SMS info. What do you say?
It sounds good. It's interactive today, right?
We're going to interactive our SMS info this week and see how that goes. It is the 26th day of December, the year 2020, the latest it's ever been
in the history of mankind.
Absolutely. And the SMS info, Saturday morning Stateline show info. Quick question. Parents of young children normally get a pretty rude awakening on Christmas Day. Excitable kids get up at what average time on Christmas morning, at least in these United States? What average time do kids get up Christmas morning? We'll give you the answer at the end of our SMS info.
Oh, I was going to guess. Okay. All right.
All right. So first story this week is the filling station owner, John Scanlon. It's been reported that he's been serving up pizza at the filling station in New Milford since 1985. He's tired of paying high taxes. He is tired of the state's accelerated pensions. He's tired of Illinois' poor economic standing. He closed his doors in November when the state moved back to stage 3 of the COVID-19 plan. And he says he's formulating plans to move south where he says restrictions are less rigid, business costs are more manageable. He's going to leave Illinois, go to another state who appreciates people like him. According to the last census, Illinois population is on a steady decline. Between 2014 and 2018, an estimated 1.6 million people left the state of Illinois to live in other states. And I think we're about to lose a congressional seat when the new census comes out. The 2020 census, once it's all finally tabulated, I got to believe we're going to be losing another Senate seat.
All right, so I have a quick question. Not Senate, Congress, House of Representatives. Yes. How does that work then? If we lose a seat in Congress, does another state pick it up? Because we have 538, which is 100 senators and 438 representatives. So do we go to 437? What if 4 states lose 1 or 2? Do we then go to 432, 433? I don't think so, because that's electoral votes.
Yeah, the general population keeps increasing. So other states will be gaining seats. California is going to lose a congressional district.
Okay, and then Idaho per se might grab one, because a lot of people are moving to Idaho, Wyoming.
Jersey's the seat, it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess the point is they're going to keep it at the 538, the 438 for the representatives. Okay.
Set in the, I don't know if it's constitutional, but I think it's set as far as the number of representatives.
I don't know if it's constitutional, because I don't think there were only 13 colonies or states when we started, so you wouldn't have had 538 back then, or 438, because you didn't have 50 states, so you wouldn't have had 100 senators. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something in the updated Constitution. You know, they added stuff. At some point, they set how many people are going to be represented and stuff like that. So, anywho, so that's sad, and I'm telling you what's happening in the state of Illinois. It is officially winter, haha. So, when did we humans find out and discover that no 2 snowflakes are alike? Wilson A. Bentley is the guy credited with figuring that out. He adapted a microscope to something called a bellows camera. And back in 1885, the first person to photograph a single snow crystal, he would photograph about 5,000 snowflakes over more than 40 years, and he never found a perfect match between them. Ironically, Wilson Bentley passed away from pneumonia after walking home through a blizzard in 1931.
Wow.
But we've always been told there are no 2 snowflakes that are alike, which I always just believed. And it's kind of like fingerprints, I guess. The way the snowflake forms falling from the sky, it's really, every situation is slightly different. So,
well, I'm guessing you could find quite a few of them that look alike, look similar. Just like if you really study the lines on fingerprints, you could find some that are close to a match. But yeah, it's interesting.
I thought that was interesting this week. RoboMart. This is coming to a neighborhood near you probably in the next decade. RoboMart has been beta testing a pharmacy van in West Hollywood, selling things like over-the-counter stuff, fever meds, face masks, stuff like that. Ali Ahmed is the co-founder. He notes 3 big benefits to this model. There's no scheduling. When you're ready, when you need something, you just summon RoboMart and it comes to you. No online cart. You save time by just grabbing your purchases. It's the IRL thing, whatever that stands for. It's like those Amazon Go stores that they were trying. You walk in, grab what you want, and walk out, and it just scans you as you leave, and it charges you for what you took. And there's no third-party shopper doing the shopping for you. You actually do the shopping yourself from the RoboMart vehicle when it comes to your place of residence. Just like Amazon Go, RoboMart's products are RFID tagged, The entire process is contactless. There's no other human. Credit cards automatically charged, and it's expected to go fully autonomous with more products. Look, I see this happening in the next probably 5 years for the majority of the country, especially suburban areas, cities and suburban areas. RoboMart might be worth investing in. Have you heard of NBA Top Shot, Tom?
I have. I don't know what it is.
Here's how it's described. NBA Top Shot is a blockchain platform that sells NBA licensed digital collectibles of basketball highlights. So when we were kids, we would buy sports cards, trading cards, and trade those with our friends. Imagine trading digital collectibles with your buddies.
I got a Michael Jordan slam dunk. I'll sell you.
Right, yes, exactly. That's what this is. Dapper Labs is the founder of this platform. They say NBA Top Shot is at the intersection of two very hot trends: crypto assets and sports cards. About $5 million has been spent so far on NBA Top Shot. It's the world's biggest sports blockchain product. Roughly 65% of the revenue is direct sales of highlight packages. Like you buy a package of sports cards, you can buy a package of NBA highlights. They've sold over 1,000.
Can I get Laker cheerleader halftime routine digital downloads in return?
That's got to be part of this, right?
Sure, why not? Why not?
About 35% of the marketplace is secondary market trading, and that's where the CEO, Roham Garagozlu, Gharegozlou, Garagozlu. He expects the secondary market to become a larger part of the business. Each highlight gets traded as more and more multiple times. The best performing highlights on NBA's Top Shots secondary market have been from some random dude named LeBron.
LeBron. I've heard that name. LeBron.
The Lakers superstar is the subject of 8 of the 10 most valuable highlights, including the evisceration dunk. I forget who he dunked over that. He got that, but anyway.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember it either. I don't remember who it was.
Let me see if
well, he's done so many of them.
It's worth $7,300.
Wow.
That highlight is worth $7,300.
But can't you just YouTube that highlight? Or are they talking about it's original because it's NBA footage or something?
Right. It's over from the Sacramento Kings.
Vlade Divac?
No,
probably not.
One because he was with the Lakers.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know who it is.
Hold on a second. The number 88 for the Sacramento Kings, and I can't read his last name on his jersey. It's the price is now up to $8,800.
Wow.
If you want to buy this highlight, collect and own the best moments from NBA history, NBA Top Shot. Someone named Tonki owns this highlight right now, and he's got it for sale for $8,890. It's a cool website. Check out NBATopShot.com. And you know what? What am I doing? Why don't I do this? I can do this, Tom. How do you look at that? You see it?
Oh, there you go.
Dunking over the guy from the Kings.
Yeah.
And taking the lead by 2. Boom. And that's not a foul because the guy was still moving too late, I guess. And he had a foot in the circle. So there you go. There's your NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who it is.
8 for the Kings. And this would have probably been last year or 2 years ago because there was a crowd. This would have been the 20.
Well, it would have been last year. It would have been last year because last year was the first year with the Lakers, and last year was the
November 15th.
Last time we had crowds.
November 15th of 2019.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the deal. Okay, so anyway, that's NBA Top Shot. That's pretty interesting stuff, and that's now worth over 80.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when it comes to YouTube's top earners, we've talked about this a little bit before, but they released a list, the top 4 top earners on YouTube. We talked, I think, a week or two ago about Ryan Kaji, the kid who's like 9 years old.
Yeah.
He earned $29.5 million as on YouTube. He's got 42 million subscribers to his channel.
You think mom and dad ever say, Ryan, we're short on a mortgage this week. Can we just take a couple $1,000 out of your account?
How does that work with a 9-year-old? I do not.
We'll let you stay up till midnight, watch Cartoon Channel.
Okay, this is an interesting. I've never heard of this guy, Mr. Beast.
Nah.
His name is Jimmy Donaldson. He's got 48 million subscribers. He earned $24 million last year. The master of what investor Blake Robbins calls Jenga storytelling. You know how something will end, but you're compelled to watch to the end. Some of the video samples include this. I gave people $1 million, but only 1 minute to spend it. I went through the same drive-through 1,000 times. Here's a contest. The last person to remove their hand gets the Lamborghini. People watch.
I would crazy glue my hand to it. So if I fall, because I fall asleep, then I'm still there.
This is $1 million in cash. Now I'm going to give random people 1 minute to try to spend all this money. Carl, start the timer. You guys have 60 seconds. Whatever you put in this cart, I will pay for up to $1 million. Starting now. It's been 6 seconds. Oh, that's a big TV for a car. Let's do more TV.
Got a minute to load up your one cart. Yeah.
It's almost been a minute. It's
been over a minute.
Almost been a minute. Oh, and it has been officially a minute on the dot. No extra time.
Right, so anyway, I told these guys. There's your
they put in this
minute to win it guy.
Wow.
So many gift cards.
Be my luck, I would trip and hit my head on a shelf and wake up 38 seconds later going, oh my God. Oh, grab that. I'd get about $40 worth of stuff.
All right. Let's get rid of that. I probably be careful with really showing stuff like that. Here's someone that you know. Dude.
Okay. Dude Perfect. Yeah, I've seen the videos. They throw the keys and it lands on the hook and pour a cup of coffee from 4 feet away and it's perfectly every drop goes in. Yeah.
They've got 58 million subscribers. They earned $23 million last year.
Wow.
A team of 5 brothers. They do absurd stunts like go-kart paintball. They've challenged NFL players to a football competition. And like Tom was saying, they do the off just crazy things where like they'll be sitting in a room and they'll throw their keys toward the wall and it'll end up on the hanger perfectly or something. It's just really cool stuff. Oh, and they've done like the stadium things where they shot a basketball from the top of a roof of a stadium and it goes in the basketball hoop. You know, crazy stuff like that.
After 112 takes.
Probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Dude Perfect has the most subscribers on this list, 58 million subscribers. And then the number 4 one I've never heard of before, Rhett and Link. They've got 42 million subscribers, earned $20 million last year. They're a comedy duo. Rhett McLaughlin is 43 years old. Charles Lincoln III is 42. They started a nerdy talk show in 2012, and now they have a 100-employee operation.
Wow.
Rhett and Link. So if we changed our show to the Saunders Warner Show, will we get more subscribers?
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, so there's your YouTube top earners. And if Joann wants to jump in, Joann's standing by. She can jump in at any time. Your randoms for this week: defense giant Lockheed Martin. Hey, Joann. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, we're just rambling.
We're doing
I heard my name.
We're doing our SMS info live this week. I think this is going to be the new trend. I think we're going to do this live every week and talk about stuff. And the news from the last week, Lockheed Martin, they have spent $4.4 billion to buy Aerojet Rocketdyne. They want to get into the space platform themselves, apparently. Apple is planning on building its own car. They call it Project Titan. They're working on a 2024 release of a self-driving vehicle and breakthrough battery technology. We'll see if they can catch up to Tesla on that. About 6,000 Americans end up in the emergency room every year because of packaging-related injuries, including birthday and Christmas gifts. Did you hurt yourself opening Christmas gifts this year?
I hurt myself making Christmas gifts. I got all kinds of, I got a cut right there, and one right there, and two of them right here.
You should put some bandages on.
It's got some bandages.
I have them on.
You need some bandages.
Yeah, they're on there. I need UFTA. Yeah, I need UFTA bandages. What happened, real quick, I was building, all right, about a year ago, I was watching Hallmark Channel, home something. It's what they do in the morning. It's their morning show. And they were making candle holders out of just random pieces of wood. You chop off a little bit to make it look like a roof, drill a hole, put the candle in. It's really cool. So I decided to do that for my friend's mom, the guy I take care of, his mom. She's an awesome lady. And I decided to make her one of those. And
did you get a candle holder?
No.
Only one person got a candle holder, and I hurt myself doing it.
Because
so
you almost killed yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so this thing, what started out being about this big ended up being this big with a roof, and I actually put shingles on it and everything. It was way over the top.
You went ballistic on that.
Yeah, and since he's a quad, I get him up every day. So I had to do Christmas Day, which is normal. So we did gift exchanges on Christmas Day. So I was up till 2 a.m. Christmas Eve night, finishing this thing. I'm the ultimate perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff. I had it done, and then I'm like, no, I got to make one adjustment. So anyway.
Good for you. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then I didn't find the study, but I read this. A recent study found your sleeping position influences your dreams.
Huh.
And I shared with Tom earlier that Veda ate a whole bunch of cheese Christmas Eve. She got a hold of a cheese plate. I had a dream about Veda earlier this week that was her eating something really, really gross, not cheese. And it was the weirdest. I don't know where this idea came from. And but I had a dream. I was at some house with someone, and I had Veda with me, which is odd in itself. Veda went off and did whatever she was, checking out the house. I peek around a corner, and she's laying in like a big tub, like wallowing in something and eating something. And I'm like, since she's eating, I better check out what she's doing. She was in a extra large kitty litter box.
Oh God.
With 3 small cats, and she was eating their stuff.
Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It was so gross. I'm like, where did this come from? Why did this enter my brain, and why is it in my dream?
And then she came up and licked your face, right?
No. I think I woke up before anything even that gross happened. But
okay. Here we go. See if this translates. That's what I built, and that's my cat in the background, and that was my McDonald's cup of coffee that kept me up till 2 a.m.
Did you put that in the chimney?
The candles in the chimney. Yeah, I drilled a hole in it.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
So that's it. That's what I built. And of course, there's my cat Remy. He loves to lay on his little table.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's give you the answer. And you guys can guess on this. This is not the big number of the week, Joann. This is just our random SMS info question of the week. Parents of young children normally get a rude awakening on Christmas Day. What is the average time that children get out of bed and try to get their parents out of bed for Christmas Day present opening?
I'm going to guess 5.
I was going to say 5:30.
Okay. You're both a little too early.
Really?
I can remember our kids trying to get us up normally between 6 and 6:30 in the morning. We have 6 children, in case I haven't said that before on this show. 6 kids who are all, but when they were still youngsters, with 6 of them, you always had at least one that was up really, really early. Usually I think that was Allison, but she was respectful. She wouldn't wake us up. She would wait. But once there's 2 or 3 awake, it's like, come on, let's go. The average time in America for the kids waking up parents, 6:44 a.m.
Wow, that's really late.
Huh.
Joann thinks that's
it is. My kids my kids always were up in the 5 o'clock hour.
Really?
Yeah, that seems kind of late. What's wrong with these American children?
Wait, are we talking Eastern time, Central time? Because, if we're talking Eastern time, then, hey, we got it right. Right?
Here's a question for you guys.
I mean, come on now.
With your kids, did you make them wait till after breakfast or anything else before opening gifts?
Nope.
It was
first thing, get up, open them up.
Okay, this is an ex-husband's story.
Okay.
My ex-husband, who usually would get up and eat his breakfast, on Christmas morning, he would decide he had to shower and dress, and the kids would be like, Dad, and he would just be like slower than molasses, and the kids still talk about how he did that. And any other day he'd get up and be in, his pajamas or whatever and lounge around the house. But on Christmas, he decided he had to get dressed.
Good for him. I like that.
After a shower. The kids could kill him.
I like that. I think that's great. We always read the Christmas story. So before gifts were opened, we always read the Christmas story from Luke. And so that was always a thing in our house. And we do that also with our extended family on Christmas Day. Later on in the day, before we go downstairs and attack all the gifts, we read the Christmas story and share that together. So, all right. So 6:44 a.m. the average time. Hey, look at Joann, Tom. She's at HQ. She's at Paws HQ.
She is. You're
Wasn't
at HQ.
I supposed to be?
You said you probably would be, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not surprised, but I'm.
Was it last week that you were home because you had the 10 dogs coming in?
Yeah. And I don't think there were 10 dogs. I think there were less. I didn't get an accurate count.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today it's kind of quiet, just volunteers with Christmas hangovers. So
Christmas hangovers. Too much eggnog or what?
Too much family time.
Yeah. Now they're just wanting to come into Paws to get away from the family.
Yeah. I actually spent Christmas with my ex-husband.
Did you really?
Yeah. We call it.
Did he shower first?
Merry Xmas.
Oh, God. That's actually good. I like that. Did he take a shower, make you wait for breakfast or what?
No, I got there after lunch. We had dinner together. I mean, we do this as a family, but it was a small gathering this year. So
now, when you say we, you mean just you and him, or you and him and his new wife?
My kids, Eric and Laura, Carolyn, his wife, and his stepdaughter were there.
Okay, cool. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Good.
And today I'm going to have another Christmas at my daughter's house to open presents from Grandma.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I'm Christmased out. I'm done. I'm going to do nothing today.
Well, that's my thing tomorrow.
I was potentially going to show a house in Beloit today, and the house that my client wanted to see, they changed the listing, the description to say that all offers were going to be reviewed on December 25th at 11 a.m. So apparently they got a bunch of offers Eve and the Christmas Eve day. And so now that.
So they were not taking any more offers.
Apparently the property is sold by now. So anyway, I'll probably be just working around home today, very much doing stuff around here. The Paws Humane Society Facebook page is asking for art and unopened bottles of wine or liqueur donations for the Art and Booze Basket auction, which will be held February 15th virtually on Facebook.
That's in lieu of our fur ball.
In lieu of the fur ball for this year. So art could be original artwork, good condition used paintings, pottery, handcrafted home decor, wreaths. Deadline for drop-off is January 15th. Donors can call the shelter or email pause for an appointment to drop off donations. The shelter's not open to the public, of course, due to COVID. So Bonnie Moore is heading that up. And her email address is bmoorehart@gmail.com, BMOOREHART@gmail.com. I'll share that on our Facebook page.
Hopefully we will get a good...
I think I'll donate another wine rack.
That would be good.
Maybe even two. I've got a large one and a small one that I've made recently that maybe I'll put a couple of those up there. So see how that goes.
Well, we've got the wine.
You could donate some cheese to go with the wine rack.
Yeah.
Remember,
yeah. Well, no, you can't now.
Remember, Tom, if you eat something that's cheese-filled, you become the thing that's filled with cheese.
That's right.
I got a cheese-filled dog. Anywho. All right. There it is. Okay. I think my internet at home did a reset or something because you guys froze up for a little bit, and now we're back. So
it's kind of cold out today.
Yeah. It's a little chilly. But that doesn't freeze up Wi-Fi.
I think they froze again.
You guys are hilarious.
Only Greg.
Can I unfreeze now?
Please unfreeze. Please.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Freeze.
My arm is getting sore, man.
Well, it was weird. I thought only Joann, because sometimes Joann's Wi-Fi at Pause HQ gets a little goofy on her. So I thought she was the only one that froze up. But then your picture.
I mean, there's. Yeah. Well, that was really just me jacking around. You mean hers has gaps in it?
On occasion.
She is at the gap, you know.
Yeah. All right. I want to just acknowledge Jackie, who's watching us on Facebook this morning. She says, Dude Perfect. We love Dude Perfect. And she says, Rhett and Link are hilarious. She's watched a lot of their stuff. So if you're looking for some fun YouTube stuff to go down a rabbit hole of things, check out Rhett, R-H-E-T-T, Rhett and Link. All right. So what do you think, Joann? Should we take a look at her?
We can, today? But I wanted to say, before we do this, the best Christmas present ever is Amber got adopted.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, my goodness. That is awesome.
She was adopted, I think, the day after the Saturday events.
Nice.
And she had been at Pause for she had been through 2 Christmas seasons, we call it.
Wow. Did you guys have like a party or anything, or like, a big send off where everybody pets her?
We all celebrated in our hearts.
Yeah. Okay.
And today my bunnies are getting adopted. So it's kind of fun when I've had the bunnies probably 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some nibbles, but no one who took them home.
Yeah.
But Amber was a real exciting thing for me. So
we'll miss Amber.
Mask on, which I always forget.
That is good news. All right. So while Joann gets ready for her tour, what happened to my link to the weather?
This cat is just for Tom.
We may have to do a post-show thing about the 75 years thing, Tom.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is Spidey. He is one big cat.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
He's eating, so he's still licking his lips.
Did you say Spidey?
Spidey, like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, Spidey.
And this is the cat, Gigi, who I posted as a...
That's Heidi.
But now she's hiding.
Yeah, that's why we call her Heidi.
Heidi. This is Morticia. We had a Morticia earlier, but this is another Morticia.
Hey, Mort, what's up?
Morticia from the Addams
Call me
family.
Morty.
And here's the bunnies waiting for their forever home.
Oh.
Corbin and Myers. We just got them in a cat cage for today. So they're lop-eared bunnies.
Yeah.
I think we've got another bunny. If someone's interested in bunnies, we do have another bunny for adoption.
It's a funny looking bunny.
Well, I left the bunny cage.
Oh.
Here's a long-haired calico. I think she's been on before. This is Clarice.
She has. Clarice. Nice.
It's a close-up. Oh, he's like, and his friend. She says, I've been on. And look at here. Empty cage. Guess who used to live here?
Amber.
Yay.
I am so excited. Tess, what? Oh, okay. This is one of our special needs cat. It's Carlos or Carlos. Carlos. And he says, I am deaf in sign language. So he's one of our special needs cats. I think they're saying they don't want him to go with dogs or small children.
Yeah, probably not.
He says he's a sweet boy, but he's just, if you call his name, he's probably not going to answer. Here's our teenage group in the community room. One orange among the blacks.
Orange is the new black.
And they've already been fed, so they always are looking. I'm sorry, I'm bumping into one of our volunteers here. We still have, we've had a lot of kittens adopted. We still have a few kittens left. I'm trying to follow this one. But you do know by 7 to 8 months they're full grown, so why not adopt? This is Pebbles, and it says she's adopted. So look away.
Sorry.
And this one is standard. It says pre-adoption only. He probably isn't neutered yet. Pebbles is getting wild.
Just waiting for Fred and Wilma to take her home.
And she says, hurry, hurry. And we have some black cats here. And some torties. These are Kennedy and, I know I hold this funny one, I'm trying to read. Kennedy and JJ.
Wow.
It's a beautiful cat here. We've got some adoptions must be happening today because Snow here says, I'm adopted.
Yay.
Nice.
All white.
Looks like a snow leopard.
And this is Sammy, a little boy cat. He says, if you're not going to take me out, I'm not even going to listen to you. There's a kitty way in the back. I can barely see him.
Oh,
This
there
is
he
an
is.
FIV cat. So another special needs. Did I make it? We're a little low today. Here's a calico. And that one says, I'm adopted too. So today's going to be a busy day with adoptions with the bunnies and several.
Nice.
4 cats that are getting adopted today.
Wonderful. That is
that is so awesome.
So very nice.
And I think this is Morticia. We started with this row. So we kind of made it all the way around.
Well, again, a big thank you to all the folks who continue to like and share our videos and our postings and all the stuff that Paws posts.
I think Gigi, who you couldn't see, was the pet of the week.
Gigi's pet of the week. We got Gigi posted up on our Saturday morning Stateline Show Facebook page now for your likes and shares. There's always a handful of people that every week they make sure to like and share what we share every week. So thank you to all those who continue to do that and help make Paws so successful at what they do all the time. So cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up our stuff for this week. Although I bet
time for a big number.
Did we get a big number?
We got a big number, and we have a.
My nose always.
I put the dad joke in the comments.
After I take my mask off. I think that's against the law to itch your nose.
Probably. And I am not 6 feet from my computer, so I'm violating some rule somewhere too. Sorry, JB Pritzker.
Too close to your screen.
I'll get way back here.
Our dad joke with Bill this week says, don't worry about your smartphone. Don't worry about your TV spying on you. Your vacuum has been collecting dirt on you for years.
That's right.
Here's your dad joke. And by the way, 21 degrees, it looks like, about at the Chicago Rockford International Airport, warming up to 35 today. Lots of sunshine. Going to be a beautiful day after Christmas Day today. Tonight's low 22, and then tomorrow some evening snow showers possible.
Ooh.
Daytime high of 44. That'll be the high temperature for a while now, because probably won't quite get to 30 Monday, maybe 30 Tuesday, high 30s Wednesday. Some rain, snow showers possible on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Welcoming in the new year with a high temperature of 28 and overnight low of about 17. So that's what's happening. Weather-wise.
We done it, or is that sound like the pause music?
It is. I think we're going to end the show with this now.
We got to do the big number.
I think we're going to end the show this way. All right. So big number of the week this week, friends. I can still do the drum roll.
Yeah. My arms are tired. I quit. There we go.
Battle your cage with the drum roll. Our big number of the week this week is 7 billion. 7 billion. And the answer is Coca-Cola or calligraphy. Tom, Joanne, what is your guess? Coca-Cola or calligraphy? In 3, 2, 1.
Calligraphy. Oh, geez. I'm not gaining any ground this week.
They're both going for calligraphy. That's really interesting. Okay. So
Coca-Cola seemed the obvious.
Okay. Well, Coca-Cola is valued at more than $220 billion.
We won this week?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Coca-Cola spends about $4 billion a year on advertising, the most by any beverage maker.
Yay.
3 to 2.
The question is, did Coca-Cola create Santa Claus?
Yes. The answer is yes.
No.
Joanne's more right on this one than you on this one, Tom.
Well, I think Coca-Cola advertised Santa Claus. He was the first one.
So Coca-Cola did not create Santa, but the popular Santa image we see today was crafted by their advertising department.
That's right. That's what it was.
1931, a guy named Haddon Sundblom created the Santa ad. He drew inspiration from the classic 1822 poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
I was going to say, I thought that was...
Yeah.
So that's where he created what we see more or often than not as the image.
If you look at some of the earlier books, Santa looks like a dwarf or an elf.
More elfish.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
More rugged.
Where, in "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," they describe him more as how Coca-Cola depicted him.
Yes. So, okay, so human hair is one of the most versatile resources in the world. They use it to make calligraphy brushes, furniture, suit linings, all kinds of things. They use it to clean up oil spills. Did you know human hair was in the bagel making process at Dunkin' Donuts? That grosses me out. Most locks end up on other people's heads. By one estimate, the global wig, weave, and hair extension market is worth $7 billion.
Wow.
$7 billion.
Would you mark our mark?
You got 3, I got 2.
Now it's 3-2. Joann keeps the lead.
We don't want to lose our point value.
We'll keep that tally running. The hair market is projected to grow to $10 billion by the year 2024. Normally, it takes 2 years for a woman to grow her hair to the minimum sellable length, which is about 10 inches. So I don't know how much they're making when they sell their hair, but I know in some countries they pay really, really good money for their hair.
Joann, you could sell yours.
Yeah, my hair is long.
Almost.
But my hair is very thin. Thin and gray.
Yeah.
You got a ways to go to get to 10 inches.
Mine's pretty thin, too. Don't have much up there.
It was easier to wear a cap or something, but.
Yeah, I don't have much up here. I don't have a lot of hair either. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Maybe, Tom, maybe we save our 75 years thing for next week's show.
All right. Sounds good.
We're going to talk about the changes in America and in life over the last 75 years next week on the show. Remember, you change the world when you help one person, so be a blessing to someone today. We'll do the same next week.
Is next week, this is our last show of 2020?
Yes.
That's right. Yep. So guess what? I'll see you guys next year.
Okay, next year,
everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful last week of 2020.
Bye.
Bye-bye.